Morning everyone. I thought I'd give a quick update on where we're at with this Land Rover. Yesterday, it's Saturday today, Saturday morning. Yesterday I primed most of the panels. The rear tub's primed, the front panel, bonnet and front wings are primed. I just thought I'd give a quick rundown what I've done, what I used for primer, where I got to, and a quick rundown on what I'm going to do next week. Next week it's going to have top coat put on. I'll not do so many panels at a time because I want to completely clear out as much as I can of this garage before I do it. So it'll just be the tub and the bulkhead that get top coat of marine blue. But what I used to do it, put that on there, is Paintman Paint light grey coach enamel high build primer. It's good stuff. It's easy to apply. It's single stage as well, so you've got no mixing, you've got no dodgy chemicals. I know a few people. I mean, I've painted before with 2K stuff, and it's less than ideal. You get a good finish, a good hard quality finish. There are benefits to it. It dries a lot quicker, and you do get a bit more of a shine with it, or you can get a bit more of a shine with it. You know, you can really flat it back and really polish it up. Well, you can with the enamel as well. You can get a really good shine with the enamel. Yeah, the downside to using 2K stuff is it's lethal. It's lethal. I think there's a lot of regulations in it now. To spray with 2K stuff, you've actually got to have a fully ventilated booth with all the filters on. You should wear air-fed masks, full gear. You know, you shouldn't get any on your skin whatsoever. Not even the fumes, not even the mist off the gun or anything like that. You shouldn't get any of that on you. It's because it's not. It's another one of them things. There is a proper word for it, but I can't remember what it is. It's another one of them things where it doesn't kill you straight away. It's 20 years time when it gets you. I've spoken to proper paint guys, proper professional paint guys that are a bit old school, and they're like, yeah, I've been using this stuff for years and I've not had no problems. Yeah, but you've been using it for 10-20 years. You've been using it in a proper booth, but you've been using a normal mask and all that lot, and it can take 10-20 years for this stuff for the 2K stuff to do its damage. One good way of thinking about it is Chernobyl. There are people alive today, that are only just getting the side effects of Chernobyl from, what was it, 1981 or something like that. You know what I mean? It takes years. It takes years, but it's not worth the gamble. You get just as good a quality stuff finish with the enamel without the risks. So the only downside is it's a longer drying time. That said, I mean, I did this yesterday afternoon. It's touch dry within a couple of hours. I'll probably leave it over the weekend now, and I'll start flattening it back for top coat on Monday. So it's not the end of the world. Right, what I used to do it, I've got two gun setups. This is a slightly more expensive one. This is a DeVilbiss GTI Pro Light. I've had this gun for quite a few years now, and they're good guns. They do the job. The thing is, I've got I can't remember what size tip was in it. Let me have a look. I think it was a 1.3. Yeah, a 1.3mm tip in it, and I got quite a bit of orange peel from that. With the primer, not horrendous orange peel. It'll flat back perfectly fine, but a little bit more than what I'd liked. I don't know if it was just the way that I was doing it. Didn't quite have it set up right. I've set it up how I normally would, but I don't know. But yeah, I also use another DeVilbiss. It's the FLG5, which is a 1.5mm tip, which I normally use. I think that's probably the problem. I don't normally use this for primer, high build primer. I normally use the FLG5 with a 1.5mm tip, and I've never had a problem with that. So I'll go back to using that. It might just be the gun that's the thing. That was a cheap gun. It's a good all-round gun, the FLG5. If you just wait there a second, I'll go get it. Right. See, there's not much difference in it. It's Finish Line by DeVilbiss, and I've had that gun for years, and I've done a lot of spray jobs with this gun, of using primer and top coat and lacquers. It's a good all-round gun, and it's less than £100. Well, it was when I brought this one. I think it was like just over £90 or something like that. You get the cup with it as well. The only thing with this is you can change the air cap on the end, but I don't know if it's just this one or what, but you can't change the nozzle. You can see the spanner marks on there. I've tried getting that out, and I can't get that out for love nor money. But yeah, that is what I normally use for high build primers. And like I said, when I first started doing paint myself, that's what I used for everything. So yeah, it does the job. Just occasionally you might, because it's a bigger nozzle, you might get a bit more orange peel, so you might have a bit more work flattening back after. If you're not bothered about orange peel and all you want is your whatever you're spraying just to look tidier, then yeah, go with one of them. It's not a problem at all. And you don't need massive compressors for using spray guns either. And I have put, like I said, I have used 2K stuff before, and I have put 2K stuff through there, put enamel stuff through there, lacquers, everything. In fact, I've even used this to stain sheds and stuff like that with the wood stain. It's yeah, it's a good all-round gun, that, to be honest. If all you're doing is one spray job, you're not doing loads, you're not doing loads of stuff, then just go with something like that. I'd rather go with something like that rather than something a bit more expensive, like something from Machine Mart that you can pick up £30 or something like that. You know what I mean? Spend a little bit more, get a bit extra. I have got a Clark £30 Clark gun that I do use for spraying chassis and stuff like that. Perfect for that, absolutely perfect. But yeah, you get what you pay for. Bit excessive for a one-time paint job. Great all-round gun. DeVilbiss FLG5 and GTI Pro Light. And I can't fault the I never can fault. I've never had anything bad from Paintman paint, whether it's panels or paint. I've never had anything bad. The paint's good quality. So yeah, I'll put them down there. I'll give you a little walk round what I've done so far. As you can see, the garage is less than ideal for paint, but it's what I've got at the minute. So and the lights, it's that time of day when the light's coming through at all different angles. But yeah, I mean, that's painted yesterday. Let's see if I can get you on an angle where you can see it. I did get, I don't know if the camera will pick them up, but a couple of light little dust spots that's landed on there. After that'll flat back. When I come to doing the top coat, this will be, I'll wet all the floor down. When you're doing the primer, if you get a little bits in it, it's not the end of the world, because you've got to flat it back for the top coat anyway. But when it comes to top coat, this will all be wet down. I'll get the hose pipe in here, I'll wet the whole floor down. I'll even spray the walls, I'll spray everything. I'll wet everything down just to stop dust from coming up. I sprayed the tub on the back there. It's a terrible time of day for lighting here. You see the bonnet, when it comes to top coat on the bonnet as well, I'll stand it up. I don't like I've got quite a few little bits, like there's little bit there where a hair or something's landed on there. You get a lot less of that when it's stood upright. But it'll flat back, you rub your hand over it, you can't see stuff. You rub your hand over it and you can feel it, little bubbles underneath. But that'll rub down nice and smooth. I'm not too worried about that at all. The tub's come up nice. Happy with that. This panel, down here, I don't know if you can remember, it was bent. If you saw the earlier videos, it was bent round. It was almost up like that. But I managed to beat that down, beat it round. Once it has a bracing bit that goes to the chassis that holds that panel there. Once it's there, that's going to be perfectly fine, that. There's no filler gone in that or anything, it's just been beat back out. Yeah, everything's come up nice. Now I've just got to rub it all back and get it ready for top coat. I was a bit gutted. I caught a run there. It'll rub out, I'm not worried. But that's why preparation, when people say preparation's the key for paint, they don't just mean, proper painters and stuff like that, body shop guys, they don't just mean preparation on the panels or whatever you're painting. There's preparation on the area you're working in as well. Because I got that because I tripped over that lot. Whilst I was going in with the gun, I sort of tripped over and went a bit closer to the panel and just got that run on it there. But like I said, once it comes to top coat, all this will be gone. Everything will be cleared out. This is what really frustrates me about working in here and not having a proper unit to work from. This should all be separate. There should be no bodywork going on where paint's going on. But there should be nothing stored or anything like that. But yeah, really happy with. To say this is a 1982 truck, so it's nearly 40 years old, and it's had no filler in the bodywork. There was a couple of dints here. I don't know. I've got a little tiny dint there. How I missed that, I don't know. But there was a dint, standard dint that you always get, both wings. You always get dint down there. They beat out, hammer and dolly, and you can't even tell. You don't believe there was ever a dint there. So, and that was it. That was literally it. That's all the work this bodywork's needed, which is great for me. Makes my life a hell of a lot easier. Right, so apologise, a bit of a boring video. Just a quick update on where I'd got to with the Land Rover. There's going to be a lot more to come. I know I've been trying to get this sorted as quick as I can, because I'm probably a week behind on where I want to be. I've had quite a lot on, so I haven't been making much in the way of videos. I've just been sort of trying to get caught up. But yeah, there's a lot more to come. Obviously the whole truck needs building now, so I'm going to get as many videos as I can, get everything built up. I haven't filmed a lot of taking stuff apart. Oh, excuse me. I haven't filmed a lot of taking stuff apart because it's the reverse of putting them back together. Land Rovers are literally that simple. It's the reverse of putting it together. So I thought I'll film the putting it together, and it sort of shows you how to take it apart at the same time. Yeah, they really are that simple. There's nothing tricky about them. It's the keys remembering how you took it apart in the first place. But yeah, I haven't taken the stuff for galvanising yet. I'll get that done and I'll get a video and a bit of a review on how that went. I haven't taken it because before I did the paint, I just wanted to retest fit everything. Obviously with the rear panels, I put new rear quarters in. So I wanted to double check and test fit that the caps and everything were still going to fit. I wanted to get everything on there and drill all the holes for any rivets and stuff like that, and bits that want fitting, like number plates, badges and stuff like that. I wanted to get all that drilled out before I put top coat of paint on, and then you're not waving drill bits at your brand new paint and scratching stuff, moving around. Everything just goes on, rivets on, job done, without messing. I've learnt that lesson the hard way. But yeah. Oh, and another quick thing. I'm nearly 2 weeks now without a fag. Got one of these vape things, e-cig things, whatever you call it. I'm not over the moon with it. I don't really want to be replacing one evil with another, but it has worked. I've smoked for over 25 years, and yeah, I haven't had a fag in nearly 2 weeks, so I don't even miss it, to be honest with you. it's yeah, it seems to work. So I'm hoping the next couple of weeks it'll not bother me at all, and that can go. Yeah, and I do feel a hell of a lot better for it. I don't wake up feeling a little bit tight-chested anymore in the morning. I can get my breath in easier, and I don't get as dizzy. You know, standing up, sometimes standing up, you just feel dizzy and want to fall over. It's like, alright, I know I'm nearly 40, but it shouldn't be happening yet, you know what I mean? But yeah, sorry, I'm waffling on again. What was supposed to be a short video ends up being a long one. Yeah, so I'd recommend having a go. Quit smoking, mate. I feel so much better. It's unbelievable. Right, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. There'll be a lot more paint videos coming. When I come to do the paint, I will actually video painting, so you can see what's what. I'll go through what I'm doing. I'm not a genius painter. I am really limited in this garage, but I've got what I've got, so that's what I'm going to use. Yeah, so the next video will be the tub and the bulkhead getting painted, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, guys.